Oh yes, it is Friday the 9th of August and I haven't made any videos for the last 3 weeks. We've had massive dramas with the car. The clutch went and it was due an MOT. I was going to get a new clutch fitted and then realised there was a few more bits wrong with the car than I thought. So what we had to do was scrap that car and get something new. So what we've got now is a Ford Kuga 2 litre, really low mileage, cost me a fair bit of money but absolutely pristine. Love this car, beautiful motor. We're gonna get a hell of a lot of fishing trips out of this motor, I'm telling you now. But yeah, it's so tough when you got kids and bills and stuff to pay. When you lose a car or something and you haven't really got the money sitting there to get a car, it's hard work. Us working class people, it could be tough, but it's been killing me not being able to go fishing, struggling to get lifts to go to work so I can continue to earn money to buy another car. Yes, it's just been a bit of a pain in the arse, and I haven't been able to go fishing at all for the last 3 weeks. So it's Friday, I've got a car, no work today, got the day off of work. Yeah, what time are we on now? We're on 8:45. I'm gonna go and do 8 hours or so. It's rocking a little bit, I'll sort you out. I'm gonna do 8 hours or so on the Little Unknown Lake, and I've been baiting up a spot on the River Lee as well for the last few days. I'm going to do the night on the River Lee tonight. Like I said, I am desperate to do a little bit of carp fishing on the River Lee and a couple of other sections of different rivers. I've got no idea where the carp are on the River Lee. I've walked it a few times, I've seen 1 or 2 sort of drifting about and stuff. So I've baited up a lovely little area right out of the way. Hopefully I'm not going to get too much trouble, and yeah, we'll do the night on that, and then tomorrow pack up nice and early maybe and go fish somewhere else. I'm not decided exactly what I'm doing, but it could be on for 3 different venues this weekend, or depending how the river pans out, I might stick it out and do 48 hours on the river. I'm undecided, but the most important thing is I've got a car, a lovely car, low mileage. We've got some trips planned, I'm telling you. Well, I haven't been down here for a little while, but before I did leave, built up a dam down here and it's been holding really well. It's done a superb job. There's a man called Mark who I met down here. Been doing a lot of work down here. There's a couple of blokes and a few locals that fish down here, but 2 blokes in particular look after the place. And yeah, wow, they've done a really great job and it's held up really well. So looks like there is a future for this lake, as long as no one damages the dam again. But yeah, minimal tackle for this session. I've just got my unhooking mat, rucksack, 3 rods which has got a net in it as well, and then the PVA container bucket and corder. We'll have a look at that in a bit. Let's get to a swim. Right, down at the side of the lake now. Entirely new swim. Geezer's been hard at work tidying up, making these swims a bit more fishable. Yeah, this swim was a bit dangerous before, but now absolutely pucker, so fair play to him. All 3 rods are ready to go out. They're pretty much exactly the same. Lead clip setups, 3-ounce leads. Hook link is the Catran Gurza. I absolutely love this stuff, just like the Cobra. It's absolutely amazing stuff. And then at the business end down here, OMC lock hook with a little red kicker there, the Corda bloodworm ones, and then link on the hook. It's going to be exactly the same. All the rigs are exactly the same. They're all on lock hooks, all going to be on the link. Right, it is now 10:15 and all 3 rods are out on the first venue. down on the unknown lake. Ain't been down here for a couple of months now, I suppose. But yeah, I've just seen Ghosty cruise across the surface over there, so hopefully we can definitely nick one out of here. But we're on a new swim now. We're fishing in this swim up to these snags. Normally we're down here in this swim. We've had to go in that one, done quite well out of both of these swims. There's actually more swims now as well, I've noticed, from up here. There's another one down here on this side of the lilies, and there's at least, well, sorry, there's one more down here as well. In this bit there was a couple cruising on the surface, a bright yellow ghosty, and there was a mirror or common just cruising around behind it as well, a little bit deep. I couldn't see what that was. But yeah, new swim, fishing up to these snags. Fingers crossed we can get a fish out. Yes. Come on. What's the result? Yes. It's in that net. What's the result? There we go. That is the first fish of the session. 25 minutes in. Lovely little wild common from the unknown lake. Get in there, man. That's a result, that is. I'm going to quickly get this one back, because I reckon there's a few more on the cards, but yeah. Really happy with that one. It's a good start. Yeah, great start, brilliant start, happy with that. Hopefully, we might even get another one if we're lucky. Like I said, we're really early into the session. Just nicked a mesh bag back on, crushed up link and some pellet and put it back on exactly the same spot again. Yes, hopefully we'll get another bite or two soon. Come on, bring on the carp. Been so quiet down here today. Just the one fish to show for my efforts. It's a long walk, but yeah, I want to get out of here. I want to get back. I want to have something to eat quickly, and then I want to get down the River Lee, get to that little section that I've baited up, been pre-baiting. Yeah, hopefully we can fish out of there as well. That'd be ideal, that will, but I'm going to hold out for this last half hour and just hope we can get one more bite. It's like 10 to 5 now, so I'm going to start packing up and get ready to move on to the next venue. I did think we'd get a few more fish out, but you know what, I'm convinced this half of the lake, it's basically split in two halves. This across here and across to the other side here. This is the shallow side of the lake. It gets shallower as it gets down towards here. I'm convinced you're not going to get the bulk of the fish feeding up this end of the lake. There's a good swim over the back of the island I've done all right in, and this end of the lake down here, the bottom end, where I started doing all of my first videos on this place, slightly deeper water. I think that's where we're going to get the most amount of fish out of here. So we didn't blank. We learned something new as well for the future. Yeah, I think we're going to stick away from this top end of the lake. We're always going to concentrate our efforts either in that swim over there on the other side of the island, a little pokey swim, nice intimate little swim, or the one down the bottom there. We'll crack on from there. Yeah, like I said, I'm going to get packed up and move on to the next venue, which is the River Lee. I'm currently on my way to go get a little bit of food, a little freshen up, and then on to location 2. Really looking forward to this. Like I said, I've done a couple of walks of this certain section that I'm going to be fishing. I see one that was definitely a carp. Something else might have been a carp, might have been a bream or something, not too sure, but I definitely see a carp in this section. Wasn't massive, but it was a carp nonetheless. So yeah, it puts me in high hopes that maybe there's another few more knocking about in there maybe, but you've got to start somewhere. I've never fished the River Lee. It's hard finding any information from anywhere online or from anyone regarding their spots, where they catch them from, and to be honest with you, I don't mind that. I'll put the work in myself. I know they're in there. This is the thing, I know the carp are in there. So yeah, it's just going to be trying to figure out what section they're in, how many's in certain sections, which ones are the best bits. But like I said, you've got to start somewhere, and tonight is my starting point. But yeah, first of all, a little bit of food, freshen up, and then we're off.